pass some word to you. And it's a tall order to speak already after the Deputy President. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Her Excellency, Madam Rachel Ruto, my former Chair and Speaker of the National Assembly, all honorable members and guests present, Deputy President Mutarajiwa Rigathi Gachagua, I am both humbled and honored to be in this electrifying and extremely bright gathering. They didn't give me a memo on the color code. Your Excellency, I want to start from the beginning. And the beginning is not the beginning of Kenya, but the beginning of mankind as we know it. In Genesis 1:26-30, verses 26 to 30, it's about creation, it's about power, it's about dominion, and more importantly for this occasion, it's about equality. Dominion, man was given dominion over everything God created, except fellow human beings. That is God's law. Specifically, Genesis 1:27, I just quote, "So God created man in his own image, and in the image of God he created him, male and female, he created them." So male and female were both created in God's image. Man's law, for us, man's law is the Constitution of Kenya 2010. It talks about equality, human rights, but also aiming at addressing historical injustices for women. And that's why the 2/3 gender rule was introduced. Women have used resources unnecessarily, Your Excellency, to get the government represented by the three arms of government to put a mechanism for the 2/3 gender rule. I think, Mr. Speaker, you know many times, even at our age, we have come demonstrating at your offices to demand for a mechanism for this 2/3 gender rule. However, Your Excellency, it has continued to be elusive for Kenyans since 2010. Two former Chief Justices to the level of the Supreme Court have ordered Parliament, maybe the word is not the right one, to put the implementation mechanism or close shop. The women of Kenya have even sought interpretation by the East Africa Court of Appeal, which agreed Parliament was responsible, and Your Excellency, we have a pending bill in Parliament by your very own Gladys Sholei. Your Excellency, the three arms of government are supposed to check on each other so that not only can the Constitution of Kenya be implemented and adhered to, but also that good governance, democracy, and the enjoyment of human rights can be the intentional and total experience of all Kenyans, women included. Article 21, implementation of rights and fundamental freedoms. It is the fundamental duty of the state and every state organ to observe, respect, protect, etc. And Article 27, every person is equal before the law. That's why, Your Excellency, I'm very excited to hear already your preemptive statement that you gave, how your government is not going to ignore women and how your government is going to make sure that women are represented at every sphere of our leadership. Your Excellency, I train on leadership, and I know leadership becomes hard only when people are running away from the law, from the rules, and from the truth. Otherwise, it's easy. Then it becomes an uphill task instead of a downhill task. Your Excellency, these over 10,000 plus women are gathered here on behalf of other Kenyans not represented here, as you rightly noted, to call upon your leadership, if elected, make leadership a downhill task for yourselves, but also for the Kenya women by simply implementing the Constitution of Kenya. And where necessary, push the enforcement mechanisms. The executive should no longer turn a blind eye, Mr. Speaker, to a rebellious parliament in matters of gender or any other matters of national importance. Your Excellency, your acceptance to sign the Kenya Kwanza Alliance Women's Charter, a contract of delivery on the long-awaited promise for Kenya women, is a bold and welcome move which we urge you to follow through and change the trajectory of our nation forever and for better. As I finish, Your Excellency, one major equalizer contained in this charter is related to God's gift to women, the honor to carry and bring forth children. Your Excellency, this God-given gift and honor has been used as a curse for women's growth and development. These women are saying in their charter that a major equalizer is to provide work creches in all workplaces so that women are not disadvantaged as a result of the gift and honor God gave them to provide for mankind. Your Excellency, the women of Kenya are demanding that your government boldly supports mechanisms that will fast-track women leadership and women equality in Kenya. Long live Kenya, long live the women of Kenya, long live all the citizens of this country who are all made in God's image and therefore equal in his eyes. Finally, the women of Kenya are saying, recognize me, nitambue. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Jerry has set the legal basis for us very nicely. And now, without further ado, I want to invite a lady commonly known as Shiko Waruaka.
Jerry, please, on behalf of all the leaders here, we would want to understand when you say Parliament has been rebellious, and that's why the Supreme Court already ordered that unless the two-thirds gender rule is passed, Parliament should be dissolved. Is that the case?
Yes, that is the case.
So you are looking at what timeline, for example? What are you looking at? What are you asking us as Kenya Kwanza, as on behalf of the women of Kenya? You're looking at us implementing that two-thirds gender rule, which is constitutional. Do you have any timelines for us so that we can work with whatever timelines you have?
Your Excellency, timelines passed, the constitutional timelines passed, and the Speaker will agree with me. And two parliaments have run out of those timelines, Your Excellency. So they have been illegal parliaments. And therefore we are saying, when your government comes to office, working together, because it's like Parliament was left to work alone and the executive turned a blind eye. Working together with all three arms of government, this mechanism can be put in place within 3 months of Parliament sitting.
You're saying within 3 months, we should have a mechanism so that within how long will Parliament be gender sensitive? Are you looking at?
Your Excellency, if the mechanism is put in place, then national government provides the resources. to make sure that the equalizer in terms of numbers is also put in place. So we do not want a law put in place in 3 months and then wait for another 5 years, Your Excellency. We have waited 10, so we want it now. Kama sio sasa, ni sasa hivi.
Okay. Njeri, on behalf of Kenya Kwanza, let me commit that within 3 months of the Kenya Kwanza government, we will put a mechanism to actualize the 2/3 gender rule. And immediately make operationalize that mechanism so that women don't have to wait longer to actualize the 2/3 gender rule. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I think it's like the meeting is over.
Thank you very much. I think Jerif just forgot to say there is a pending bill in Parliament that I put in, the Bosch-Cholet bill. So we'll resuscitate it immediately. Thank you, Your Excellency. You've made all the women happy today. And now I would like to call Shiko Waruaka, as she's commonly known. She's a lady who has been involved in the vegetable selling business in Ruaka for the last 12 years. And she will be here to tell us about her own story and what she wants you to do for the women of Kenya. Karibu Shiko.
Maybe before Shiko, can Jerry come back? I think there is something else she said which we didn't conclude.